Dobro Veche, Divine Pisces 222. It is Saturday, May 8th, 2021. So I'm going to do a collective reading for you guys today. I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I got a different setup that I'm going to try and see how you guys like it. Please leave feedback in the comments for me. I would very much appreciate it. Before I kick things off, I do plan on at least keeping my intro. I definitely like talking to you guys instead of just through the cards. Um, Very, very good group session today, guys. If you're interested in a group session, I'll definitely be opening it back up probably sometime next week for the following week. I really enjoy being able to connect to you guys, not just on YouTube, but being able to actually talk to my collective and to people who are literally just looking for other people to connect with. If there's any way that I can help, I'm absolutely happy to do so. Helping people is one of my favorite things to do. So if you have any questions or anything like that about my services, please feel free to reach out, divinepisces222 at gmail.com, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. As far as the energies go, guys, right now, it's really just, and I think we actually touched on this on the coaching that I just did with this last group here, talking about, the last couple of years has just been kind of distortions. We've been clearing out our distortions, and if you've been in separation from your counterpart, a lot of it has to do with clearing out your distortions, dealing with your shadow self, dealing with the inner child stuff, all that stuff that's been coming up, is to clear that out, so that the actual union can take place. And right now, what I feel is happened, especially with a lot of divine masculines have been in their distorted masculine energy. And a lot of them who have been in karmic situations, not necessarily just partnerships, but maybe, what we call the original karmic, mother situations, family situations, boss situations, things like that. A lot of them are dealing with literally a distorted feminine energy, okay, which is bringing out that distorted masculine energy in there, or had been bringing out that distorted masculine energy. And what's happening now, this latest shift, is bringing in a clearing of those distortions. Feminine's been working on her distortions, been clearing out those distortions, moving into more of a pure divine feminine energy. And so what that's doing is it's shifting masculine. And he's looking at his situation, maybe this, or it doesn't have to be a man necessarily, but a masculine situation. He's looking at that situation they're in and the distorted energy that he's been embodying because of those around him and the situations around them that no longer resonate. And he's waking up, right? Going, okay, this is not the energy I need to be in. This is not how I bring things into fruition for myself. I can't stay in this energy. Now, that being said, there's a lot of masculines that are trying to make that change. It's like they literally have one foot out the door, but energetically, it's like they're having a really hard time cutting it off, because they know that once they leave that situation, they're essentially on their own. They're going to have to figure out their own stuff. And the energy is that they want to do that. Those of you who are been in separation from your true counterpart, they want to come back. They want to come in. They're just having a really hard time severing those ties that have been keeping them bound energetically, okay? Those of you who have been in separation, you've released your counterpart, you don't see your counterpart taking those steps. There's several different scenarios that can happen here. The main one that I see happening is, those of you who have left that situation, some of you have been literally mourning a karmic, it hasn't even been your true counterpart as far as not really, but your true counterpart is coming in, okay? You're setting that pathway for them to come in. You're releasing the old connection. You're like, okay, you know what, this no longer serves me, I need to move on, and you're moving up into that feminine energy, that feminine power, right, that goddess energy, and that's bringing in your true divine masculine, okay? So what can the feminine do right now for the masculine to kind of help them come in? Well, a lot of you right now are really in like as Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords energy. And I also talked about this during our session, and I think it's really important to bring it up, and I talked about it in the last video as well, about this environment that we're in the 3D, you know, forcing the feminine energy, particularly, not just women, but the feminine energy particularly, to feel like they have to carry it all. They have to do it all themselves. And that's where a lot of feminines are right now. It's like, I've been doing it so long by myself, I know I need to do it myself. Well, okay, yeah, sure, there's part of it that you need to do yourself, but the masculine is coming in to help you, and some of you just need to let your guard down and to stop, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Being so defensive. Okay, the masculine is coming in to help you. Now, this could be your inner masculine. This could be your actual masculine coming in. Okay, but just keep in mind that your masculine is coming in to help you in the 3D, to help you come, you know, bring what you've been wanting to happen in the 3D, actually make it happen for you, help you make it happen. Okay, energetically, you've got it. You're there. You're centered, but your masculine's coming in. Okay, so try to let your guard down a little bit. Be in that receptive energy. Be in that surrender energy. You don't have to do it all yourself. You don't. Okay. Now, some of you, some of you have counterparts that have passed, and some of you, this is in the 3D. You know, and you're dealing with that connection in a different way. Okay, but you still don't have to do it yourself. You're not doing it yourself. Okay. So the main message of this reading is you have to have faith, everybody. That faith is what brings it all together. Faith is what keeps you from, I guess, going off the deep end with the negativity, okay? Faith is the positive light. Faith is the love, and that self-love aspect that we're talking about is coming into play very, very strongly right now, okay? All right, so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and do this reading for you guys. Also, just a quick reminder, there is still a contest in play. Any donation that you make on the website, divinepisces222.com, there's a donation button. You can click that. Any donation of $5.55, you will go into a drawing to win either a 30-minute session with me, a free in-depth reading, or a free clearing, okay? Also, I just want to thank everybody for all the support that you've given me. This has been a crazy, crazy journey, but my collective has been so supportive, and I get your emails. I love your emails. Thank you so much, everybody who's been sending me emails and support. And also just, you know, I'm going to be doing this full time. YouTube is going to be part of that. So yes, I am going to have ads on my channel. I definitely would appreciate you guys just, you know, if you want to just click on it and click off, that's great, but that really would help me to be able to sustain doing what I'm doing. And of course, it's an energy exchange. So I definitely appreciate that, guys. And thanks so much. So not gonna lie, guys, this is definitely a learning experience, but apparently I didn't record any sound for this part of the video, so about halfway through you'll see me stop and then it'll start with sound. So I'm basically just gonna voice over here. Thanks for being a part of my life, y'all. I appreciate it. You get to see all the things. But basically what I was saying here is feminine and masculine both are definitely in a mirroring energy right now. They're both in a confusion energy, but also in an energy of knowing that it's time to release the things that no longer serve them. I would say feminine is at a point where she's ready for a tower, where masculine is pretty much at a point where he's got 1 foot half out the door. So that being said, some of the cards that definitely come up in this reading are very, very indicative of what I was talking about. So I'm going to try to follow this along as best I can, so that I can kind of relay what I was saying as I was pulling the cards in the first part of the video. So this first card that came out, the Kiss card, obviously was, followed by the Divine Masculine card. And what I was saying here is that the Divine Masculine is definitely feeling the connection right now. They're feeling the romantic part of the connection itself, which is very interesting as well, because for a really long time it was like masculine was denying the connection, and by denying the connection, in a way they were denying self-love. So right now it's like masculine is really picking up on the love aspect, the self-love aspect especially, and they are actually equating the connection with the self-love aspect. Okay, so this is really, really interesting to me that it's coming up in the overall energies, okay? So what this is telling me is that there is not only just an awakening of the masculines in general, but it's an awakening of the masculine energy too. So feminines, you guys are feeling this pull in the 3D to literally pull yourself energetically, but also move in the 3D at the same time. So that being said, you guys, I know that the connections are very heightened right now. Some of you are feeling a return of your masculine, feminine. Some of you have released your masculine, right? You had completely released that connection because it wasn't serving you at the time. But now it's like you're feeling your masculine come back in. Now, some of you, this is actually a brand new person with an energy match kind of coming in. But because you've been focusing on your self-love and you've been coming into your feminine energy and your goddess-like energy, it's bringing in your true counterpart. Your true masculine is now coming in. And this is also pertaining to those who have been working and waiting for your masculine to come in. Your true masculine, you're actually manifesting that person in, okay? So just keep an open mind, because whoever is coming in now, it may actually be the original vessel. It may be a new person who's coming in, and that may be what's feeding some of the confusion with feminine also, okay? But just trust yourself right now, okay? But the romantic feeling, I definitely feel, is coming in very strongly right now. Some of you are feeling the sexual energy. You're feeling just love, like what love brings, and that's, of course, the romance, the I guess, I don't know, feeling like a kid again, like you're, kind of a renewed sense of love to yourself, but also feeling it with your masculine. So again, masculine coming back in very strongly. So just be aware of that and be prepared for when it happens. So now we're going to move on to the Divine Feminine portion of the reading. I know within the last week or two, Divine Feminine has really been feeling the pull to leave a particular situation and take a leap of faith, so to speak. I do feel a lot of Divine Feminines right now are actually waiting for a tower to happen, or at least manifesting a tower in. A lot of these situations are very precarious. But with the sexual arts card, of course, you have that sexual energy coming in from the divine masculine, but you also have this renewed sense of motivation to leave this situation and understanding that you have to basically overcome that self-sabotage aspect in order to do that. So a lot of feminines have been realizing that the situations they're in not been fulfilling. They haven't been fulfilling themselves at all. They also are coming into the realization they're, of course, in a learning opportunity, but it's like they keep repeating that learning opportunity over and over and over again, and they're trying to figure out how to get out of it, and the only way to get out of it is to take that leap of faith. But also some of you divine feminines, you're overthinking this lesson right now, okay? So it is a lesson, and some of this does actually have to do with the counterpart too. So some of you, this learning opportunity is with your counterpart as well. Some of you, this has to do with, you haven't released your masculine yet. And I know I've been saying this for a little while. So just be aware that some of you are going to have to really make a decision to disconnect from some of these connections. I know it sounds really kind of superfluous, but it's actually very important, especially those of you in separation. You haven't completely released your counterpart yet, and until you do that, your true counterpart won't show up, okay? So those of you who have been in situations where you're in a separation or something of that nature, you really need to release this so that the true counterpart can actually show up. And a lot of you realize this now, okay, and you realize you have actually been sabotaging yourself from fulfilling what you need to fulfill. And until you actually take that initiative to release what you need to release, or let the people who no longer resonate or the situations that no longer resonate fall away, you're going to continue to repeat this cycle. You're not going to learn what you need to learn in order to move forward, okay? So some of you, again, this does signify your counterpart. Now, some of you, your counterpart is coming back, Okay, so just be aware of that, and I said that in the last section. But also, some of you, your true counterpart is going to be showing up as well. Okay, so just just let it be, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Just take the learning opportunity and take it for what it is, and realize that the next step is you need to energetically release the situation you're in, whether that's a karmic situation, it's a job, whatever it may be. It's time to move on. Okay, so yeah, okay, so again, I'm still kind of experimenting, and I just realized that this wasn't recording sound. So everything I said, I'm pretty much just going to have to do a re-record of my voice and do a voiceover for the first part. So yay, guys, you're right here with me, right? Okay, so anyway, so what came up for feminine in the tarot? So I'm just going to continue here. The Magician obviously is in the reverse here. Happiness is in the upright, or the Sun. Two of Pentacles in reverse, Seven of Swords in reverse, and movement. And so this is interesting to me. So again, it's like feminine is just really in this energy of, oh my gosh, I have not been manifesting my happiness at all. I've been stuck in a situation where I'm having to basically watch what I do, walk on eggshells. I feel trapped here. I feel trapped where I'm at, right? And I gotta go. And this is the same energy feminine's been in for a good week at least, okay? So it's like slowly but surely feminine is making that that decision energetically that she's got to go. I've got to get out of here. I can't do this anymore. I am tired of sitting in an energy where I feel like I can't even be myself. I can't be my true self in the situation that I'm in, and I'm tired of having to pick and choose when I can be myself, right? Or when I can be my true and authentic self. And some of you, this has to do with a family situation. This has to do with a karmic situation. Maybe, you're surrounded by people who, think that you're absolutely insane because of the things that you've seen and the things that you know, and you shared that with them, and they're just looking at you like, okay, so this is our crazy person of the family. Everybody has one, right? So it's like, feminine is just like, you know what, I'm done. Like, I've tried to be my best self. I've tried to do what people expect of me, and guess what? It hasn't led me to my happiness at all. It hasn't led me to my fulfillment at all. And I've been holding myself hostage, again, with that self-sabotage energy coming in. I've been holding myself hostage. I've been holding my abundance hostage, because I feel like, I don't want to let somebody else down, right? Which you can't do that. You're letting yourself down if you stay in this situation, feminine, and you know that, right? So again, feminine, in the same energy she's pretty much been in for the last week. It's just kind of getting progressively more intense, and eventually it's going to get to a point where feminine's going to snap. Clear. I really feel like feminine has a massive tower coming, okay? And it's almost like feminine's been praying for a tower, because in a way, it's like she doesn't want to be the bad guy, She doesn't want to be the one that says, okay, I'm out, I'm done, I quit, stuff like that. But it's like, it's going to get to a point where feminine's going to lose it, okay? Feminine's going to lose it. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen, right? But just be aware that you do control your destiny, and you don't have to stay in a situation that you're not happy, okay? But if the tower has to fall, let it fall. Let the people fall away from you that need to fall away from you, okay? All right, so let's take a look at masculine here. So already a very interesting, very interesting spread for masculine here. So you've got sensing. So yes, I really do feel that masculine, again, is really feeling the connection right now, okay? Really feeling the love right now, okay? This also signifies to me the astral, the water, the ethereal, the the feminine energy kind of coming in here, but really the subconscious. And so some of them subconsciously or astrally are connecting to their feminine. If you're not actually connecting on the physical level with your masculine, you are connecting in the 5D, okay? And then then you have the juxtaposition of the owning stuff and then the lunar eclipse of change. Masculine is literally transitioning right now. They're transforming, and I've said this for a while. Masculine is transitioning, okay? But they're still kind of in that 3D mode or that third party kind of situation here. So masculine and feminine, you're mirroring again, all right? Masculine knows that the situation they're in is not fulfilling, but they feel like they have to be there. They feel like they have expectations that have been placed on them by others, and they feel like they're fulfilling other people's expectations and not them. And, that's costing them the self-love, okay? And without that self-love aspect, they can't feel real love. They can't feel true love. They don't know what that is. They don't know what that is. Okay, what this is doing is it's bringing about that change, okay, that transition, that transformation. And I really feel, especially with this last moon, guys, like they felt it very heavily. It's like they just know they need to release some stuff. And of course, Scorpio is about endings, right? Endings and beginnings. But you can't have a beginning without ending, okay? And that's where they're at right now. And they're literally sensing that. They're sensing that the only way they can get out of this situation they're in, and it could be a job, it could be a karmic situation, again, family, doesn't matter, is that self-love aspect. Okay? But they're connecting the self-love with feminine right now. Okay? Which is pretty heavy, okay? It's pretty heavy stuff. All right? So feminine, look, you may not think it, but you just, you're doing the right thing. You're doing what you need to do, clear. And it's bringing your masculine in. Okay, some of you are manifesting your union right now. Both masculine and feminine are manifesting their unions. Okay, and you're going about it from two different directions, but you're going, your goal is the same. Okay, so you're actually working together. All right, so Empress in reverse. Okay, which one? Defeat in reverse. Okay, this one came out in reverse. This one's in transition, so we'll see. Needs to go this way. Ace of Cups in reverse. Yes. Okay. And then Lust in reverse. Okay, so this is very, very interesting. Obviously very telling, okay? So you have the Empress in reverse here, all right? And this to me is significant because I know I've talked about this, especially in the last reading, about denying the feminine, okay? They have been in situations with a toxic feminine energy, most of them, okay? They've been in a distorted masculine energy mirroring the distorted feminine energy that they've been in contact with, or whatever it is, okay? Whether it's it could be a mother figure, it could be a karmic partner, whatever, it doesn't matter, okay? And this distorted feminine energy has been drawing out their distortions and their shadow selves. And this is intentional, though, guys. This is stuff that they've been trying to overcome, okay? This is the stuff they've been trying to overcome. And they're in an energy, and they're like, yes, oh my gosh, yes, I have to overcome this in order to feel that self-love aspect again. And they're connecting the self-love with the feminine, okay? So they're realizing the situation, those in karmic situations, those in karmic partnerships are realizing that the karmic partner they're with is not their person. It's not, okay? And they've been putting so much energy and so much effort and so much time into making this right because they're good people. Honestly, deep down, Divine Masculine is a good person. Been trying to make this work, okay, and realizing it's not bringing their fulfillment. They have to fulfill themselves, but they don't want to be the bad guy, But in the same token, some of them that are in these situations, maybe it is a karmic partner, a marriage, or whatever, the passion's gone. It's gone. It's gone. But they're also realizing that their connection with you, feminine, is not just about sex. That's not what it's about. It's that love aspect coming in, and again, connecting it to the self-love aspect, okay? Now, some of them, they are trying to deny this lust right now, and they are feeling the lust for feminine, but they're also realizing that it's more than just that. Okay, that's not what this connection is about. Okay, and some of them are also trying, believe it or not, maybe consciously, subconsciously, maybe they don't know, they are protecting their feminine from this distorted energy. So some of you feminines, your masculine's karmic, whoever that may be, it may be a person, okay, it could just be an energy around them, has been trying to sabotage your connection, and they're protecting you right now. And maybe that's why they're silent, okay? But a lot of them do want to come forward, and they're going to come forward. So just be prepared for that, okay? Clear. All right, so I want to take a look at the collective energy or connecting energies, however you want to word that. Pretty heavy stuff, though. Like, and it's a good heavy, though. It's like this sense of anticipation is really bringing in a lot of literally new beginnings, guys. New beginnings. That's exactly what's happening right now. Okay? Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. That's a big one for the collective right now, guys. Get out of that negative energy. Get out of that negative headspace, okay? And the power of articulation. So say what you mean what you say. And this one came out too, so I'm going to go ahead and put it. Okay? But defend to the end, the worthwhile, and going beyond the normal. So yeah, I talked about this last reading too, about the mix of the anticipation and the anxiety. Okay, and the anxiety was kind of overcoming the anticipation. It's like wanting to move, but having all of these fears coming in and reasons, quote unquote, or excuses, I should say, as to why you can't. Okay, really, really, you need to dispel that, guys. Be in the moment. Be in the moment. Okay? Say what you mean. Okay? And when I say what you mean, it also goes with your manifestation. Be careful with your words. You might be manifesting the negative right now because you're in that negative headspace and you need to get out of that. But defending the worthwhile, you're defending not just yourself, but you're defending your purpose by moving forward. By dispelling this negativity, you're defending what you're here to do, and you're being pushed to do this, and it is going to be beyond the normal. Some people are not going to understand what you're doing, and the people around you that don't understand that want to keep you hostage, quote unquote hostage, where they are because they want you around them for some reason. Those are the people you need to let go. That's the thing. Let the things that no longer serve you fall away. Okay? It's not going to be considered normal to those around you what you're doing. Okay? And you are going to have to defend yourself. Some of you are going to be persecuted for what you do. But you need to follow yourself. You need to follow source. Okay? This is where the inspiration comes from. Open that door and the rest will follow. But you need to release this first. And then the rest will fall into place. Okay? All right. So, let's see here. I think the main thing right now is, and I said this at the beginning, is to have faith. And that was before I even pulled the cards, guys. I did my intro before I started pulling cards. Okay. I may start doing it after I pull cards, but I really think it's powerful when, the channeled stuff comes through before I even pull cards. But that's the main message right now, is to have faith in yourself and have faith in what you're here to do. Okay? Have faith in what you're here to do because it's important work. It's important work. Okay? Some powerful cards here, guys. Wow. Okay. This is cool. All right, so you have the Ten of Wands in reverse, the Star, the Lovers, Justice, and then Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And both tens are in reverse, and they're at the beginning and at the end, and that's huge because 10 signifies what? The beginning and the end, right? It's the beginning of a new cycle, so the beginning and the end, okay, and everything in between. And you have the Ten of Wands in reverse, and basically saying, again, Guys, put it down. Put it down. Put down your burdens. Put down your fears. Okay, because this is what's keeping you stuck. Let Source take it. Okay, whatever you feel you can't handle, just dispel that. Say, you know what, Source, it's in your hands. I release all the expectations. I don't want this on my shoulders. You take it. And then just follow. Okay, follow it. Because that's what's going to bring you, that is what's going to bring you your fulfillment completely. Whether that's your mission, whether that's a new job, whether that's your counterpart, whether that's inner union, whatever it is you're working towards right now, which for most of you, this is the connection. This is union. This is pre-union energy here. Okay? Bring you justice or the completion of the karma, but you need to go through the steps first. Okay? Until you do that, you won't get this, and you'll still be in kind of like that weird like space between illusion and truth, where you're not sure which is which, right? Some of you seriously are looking at some of your situations that you're in right now. It's like, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. This is fake. This is so fake. And you're calling it out in your head, but some of you are still afraid to speak it out loud. Okay? So again, these two cards, especially right here, the Star and the Lovers together, this is about union. This is about the completion of cycles and coming into union with self, but also bringing in your counterpart and releasing the things that no longer serve you. I did not mean to flick off the camera. I just realized I did that. But yeah, I mean, kind of like, that was kind of, I don't know if that was subconscious or not. I was kind of saying, F you, whatever, to the illusion. Okay? So wow, guys, very, very powerful stuff coming in, and it's awesome. So I'm gonna do messages from counterparts, and then I'm gonna go back and edit and add a voiceover to this section that didn't record sound. I mean, how cool is that? Tech gremlins are out, man, I tell you. Also, you might hear my kid in the background. She's watching a movie, so just, you know. Okay. All right, I want to touch you. Ah! You take my breath away. Please have patience while I rebuild. So yeah, some of your counterparts are in that tower right now. They're in that tower right now. I didn't mean to. Appearances are deceiving again. That 10 of Wands in reverse. Or sorry, 10 of Wands, yes, but the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Telling you, some of them are looking at, maybe it's a marriage that they're in. They realize that this is not where they're supposed to be. Did you get my message? So again, they are sending messages, whether in the 5D, possibly in the 3D. Some of you are getting communication, or you will be getting communication very soon. I can't right now. So some of them, they just are in a bind at the moment, and I need your help. Yep, messages and signs are everywhere. Believe it or not, they're paying attention, guys. They're paying attention. Don't take it personally. I love you more than anything. Again, especially masculine, feeling that love in the connection right now, okay? And yeah, I feel very tied down. And this actually came out last, and I'm going to share it. It's this karmic situation is keeping me stuck. Bingo. That's it. Okay? They feel stuck where they're at. Surprise, surprise. Clear. All right. So let's do messages and advice from Source. So, oh God, man. All right. So, advice. Whoa, that was fast. Yes, keep your dreams alive. So this is twofold, because it's really, it's about obviously manifestation and keeping your faith. But also, some of you, it's your dreams. Some of you are getting a lot of messages in dreams, so just pay attention to those, okay? Seek beauty. Again, being grateful for where you are is incredibly important, and be in service. So again, you're being called into mission right now. Some of you are really working towards your mission right now and you're ready to take that leap. However, you still feel like you're not worth it, and you are. And Source just wants to remind you of that. Okay? And actually, I'm not going to lie, this was at the bottom of the deck, Renewal of Peace. Yes, I really do feel that's coming in for the collective. For the next, I would say for the next 8 months or so, there's just going to be kind of this going with the flow type feeling. After all this chaos that we've had over the last year, at least, you're going to feel a lot more at peace, a lot more, less rocking the boat-ish type deal, okay? So messages from Source. So a time for healing. Yes, that's exactly it. Right now is a healing opportunity. You just need to surrender, okay? Let things happen. And this is a repeat message. So the believe in your dreams, hold your vision. It's the same thing, okay? So just keep the faith, basically. Keep the faith. That's essential, okay? You and your loved ones are safe. So honestly, I mean, some of you do feel like if you do what you know you need to do, that there's going to be some sort of repercussions against you and your family, and that is not necessarily the case, okay? Persecution, okay, maybe, but they are divinely protected, and that's the message that you need to understand. You and your loved ones are divinely protected. Expect powerful change. Be bold and make the first move. Guys, it's time to go. You know it's time to go. It's time to move, okay? One more. I'm going to take, yes. Actually, I'm going to take all of them. The answers you need are coming. Work through your fears. And where you're at right now, it's a dead end. So you know you need to move forward, okay? All right, guys. I hope this has helped. If it has, please like, share, subscribe. And again, let me know what you think of the new setup. Besides the hiccups, I know they were, kind of weird, but hey, you can see my hands. Isn't that cool? I guess I'm going to have to start doing my nails or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I won't. I'm just me. All right, guys. Thanks so much. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.